Hello, welcome to Roslyn on the show. My name is Roslyn, and I am here to share with you an experience that I had. On this show, I talk about real life issues that affect our communities, our societies, our lives. So today, I just need to tell you about why I had my uterus removed at the age of 42. So yeah, stay around, stick around until the end of the video. If you are new to the channel, please stop by and wait until the end of the video. If you are a returning subscriber, please continue liking and also please share this channel. I thank you so much for being on board. So yeah, just stay tuned until the end of the video. So it started in 2015, and in 2015 I wasn't really feeling well. I wasn't okay. My health was not really proper. I was just struggling with my mens. My menstrual wasn't really okay. I would have like 2 weeks on. I was 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. At times 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off, and I would have so much severe pain when I'm having my menstruals. And I would also have clothes. I would also bleed heavily, and it made me really wonder what was happening. I used to get so much sick when I was having the mens, and especially at that time when I was 41, I began to wonder what was really happening. So it so happened that this other day I was traveling from my house from Seke, and I was getting into town, and I saw a billboard. You know, billboards help me. So I read the billboard, and it was saying a lot of women die of cervical cancer every year. They were actually stating numbers of women who die of cervical cancer. So after realizing like I wasn't well with my reproductive system, I just decided to go and have a scan. So I didn't go somewhere where it was expensive. I did not go to a private doctor. Instead, I went to a public place, a public clinic, which is the New Start Center in Harare, I think that's in Kwame Nkrumah. So I went there, they booked me, and I think it was they used to take so much time for you to get a date, but it was the grace of God. That time when I went, I got a date. I think that was like 2 weeks ahead, of which I was really happy about it. So I went there, I got scanned, and I saw my uterus. You would see the uterus on a computer. They would put something down there, and you would see like what's happening. So my uterus had 75% of cancer cells. It had not yet developed into cancer, but I had 75%. My uterus was covered with with cancer cells, and they were 75. It was 75% covered, which means if it got to 100%, then thereafter it was now going to develop into cervical cancer. These cervical cancer cells, they are said they are caused by the HPV, human papilloma virus. So yeah, that was it. And I said to myself, now what do I do? So they booked me and they said, you need to go to Tumbisa, where you are going to go and have a therapy. And that therapy, I think it was called cryotherapy, if I'm not mistaken, where they would put gas inside of you and they would burn. But I think it was burning with ice, because I felt very cold when they were doing that procedure. So after that, they said you can come back after 6 months. It continued that I continually had like my mens like 21 days, then 21 days off and on. It would continually be like that. So I thought maybe I had recovered. So when I went back for the review after 6 months, they tested me and they saw that the cells had not died. They were still there. So they decided, they actually advised me that I go see a gynecologist, and they were telling me I could have another therapy, which was not the other that I had. That one was a bit advanced, and they said you'll be bent like using electricity. I've forgotten the name of that therapy. So I said, no, now I don't want if it's going to be like that. So I had to look for a gynecologist. I went to see a gynecologist, and the gynecologist, just after seeing my results, he asked me, Rose, do you still want to have a baby? And I said, no, I don't want to have a baby because I've got grown kids. And you also advised me, like at my age, if I was to have a baby, there were so many possibilities that I would have a Down syndrome baby. So he advised me that I take off the uterus, and he said it was just the uterus that was going to be removed. So I now was thinking, contemplating, should I do it, should I not? Also the money, now this was not like a public hospital, this was now like a private doctor. So I was just like all over the internet trying to see what exactly how it goes, if it comes from being cells, then into cancer, then what. And I was calculating years, how many years am I going to live, and looking at my kids, things were just like, now I don't know. And also at times you die before you are dead, because I was almost dying simply because I was researching and trying to be like a doctor, and I was all over the internet. Then so what happened was I got kind of sick. I wasn't really sick, but I was just feeling my body was now weak, And I called my sons. My sons that time, they were the ones who were living in South Africa. And they looked and they checked prices for that surgery, whether to be performed here or to be performed back in Zimbabwe. And they said they saw that Zim was better. So they came to Zimbabwe, paid for the surgery and did everything. I went to the theater. I was so scared. I thought I wasn't going to come back. I thought maybe after having that injection, maybe if I'm operated, then that was the end of me. But guys, I'm telling you, God is just faithful. And I'm here to encourage someone. If you are afraid that you may not come back from the theater, that's the devil that will be telling you. So after I had done that, after the surgery, after everything was done, I just recovered. Like 4 weeks, I was okay. 5 weeks, I was okay. 6 weeks later, I was okay. I could now start doing my work. I had totally recovered until the very day. So it's now like 7 years after that uterus got removed, because it got removed in 2016, and now we are in 2024. Yeah, so I'm turning 8 years now without the uterus. I'm okay. A lot of ladies are so much scared that if they have their uterus removed, even if they have cancer cells, they would rather die with their uterus and die of cervical cancer. But I'm saying, no, you can be well, you can be good. Just let it be removed before it develops into cancer. Because what happened that time, it was like, I don't have it anymore. And I was even afraid, like, so if I'm to have sex, how would my men feel? But you know what, guys? I'm just okay. I love my man. My man loves me, and I am good. So, guys, you just need to go and get tested. Listen to what the gynecologists advise you. There's no reason for you to continue getting pains and being unwell because of the cancer cells or because of cancer. You better rush and get tested, because I am sure even here in South Africa, there are places where it's cheaper for you to go and have pap smear, to go and have your reproductive system checked. So this is how I lost my uterus. But I'm okay because I've got grown kids and I'm well, I'm strong, I'm working for myself, no back pain, no BP, no diabetes, nothing. I'm just strong, guys. So I just need to encourage someone, don't think like the way I was thinking, like if I go into theater, will I be able to come back? I came back, here I am. It's now 8 years down the line after that thing got removed, and it was just that thing. It wasn't like a total hysterectomy that was performed on me. It was just that, because the cervical, the what we call the cells were just like on the cervical, and they just removed that. So it was on the uterus in actual fact, so they just removed that, and I am okay. And some people would say, so won't you go for your men's? Yes, I don't go for my men's, and but because I think they did not remove everything, when I'm supposed to go, I can actually feel, I think I was supposed to go, because I have some symptoms that I feel like if I had blood coming out, this was the time that it was supposed to be. So yeah, guys, I'm fine, I'm okay. I'm not overweight like other people, what they were saying that you are going to have an overweight body. There is my picture, my full picture there, you are seeing it. It's a recent picture. I'm not that fat, I just have my proper body. That's my body. So yeah, I encourage you, don't die of cervical cancer. Don't die because of ignorance. If I had ignored that billboard, those billboards that you see, these people that put billboards advertising, they will be informing us, they will be advising us. So yeah, I got helped, and I also got helped with my sons, because I used to share with my sons. I don't have a daughter, so I used to share with my sons, guys, today I'm not feeling well, and my sons were also looking and researching. And you know what, the funny part, I actually wanted India. I actually wanted India, because I thought doctors here, they are not so trained. But guys, I was just playing, if I had to die, I was going to die, because I wanted to go to India. Who could afford at that time to take me to India? But I got operated in Zimbabwe by our Zimbabwean doctor, and here I am well, guys. So yeah, food for thought. This is what I thought I should bring on this show. And if there are other women out there who want to share their testimonies, please get hold of me so that I can bring you and you tell your story, and you give people out there information on how you did it or how you have survived, because it's not right. Do you think if I had not have that uterus removed at the age of 42, was I going to reach 49? Maybe I could have been dead. I could have been dead a few years back, and my kids right now were going to be orphans. But here I am. I'm still strong and still growing. So please do like this channel. Also share it and subscribe if you haven't taken time to subscribe. And also invite other people. And if you have other issues that you want us to talk about, whether health, whether love life, whether whatever businesses, I am here. You can get hold of me. And yeah, I'll put my email down below there so that you can reach out to me through my email. So stay blessed. Until next time. Bye.